EGM Network.
Treasure Coast Connector. Connecting residents and businesses of the Treasure Coast. And here's your host, Ellen Contreras.
Welcome to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras. This episode is partially sponsored by Libby Weissman and her team at SeniorTransitionNavigator.com and Luxury Homes of the TreasureCoast.com. They work with seniors and their families. There are so many services that they provide, such as downsizing, decluttering, packing, moving, relocation, estate sales, and so much more. Give Libby a call. She'll give you a free consultation. 772-783-2800. And again, the websites, SeniorTransitionNavigator.com, Luxury Homes of the TreasureCoast.com. Okay, so picture this. You're walking out your front door to your car. You pass your trash and recycle bins and they stink, and that is terrible. What is even worse is when they attract critters. I'm talking palmetto bugs and mice and rats, and I know, Cindy, terrible. And you know what? Cleaning them is an even bigger chore, but it doesn't have to be. Joining me in the studio today is Paul Klay of Trash Bin Revival, and he has a very unique system for cleaning, sanitizing, and deodorizing your bins that is good for the environment. He's back here for a second time because there are so many updates to share. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Ellen. It's a pleasure being back. It's been a nice, fun-filled year of making new changes, getting new customers, taking care of my customers like they're my family, and it's just been a fun and wild ride all at the same time.
Well, that is great. And before we talk about the business, what I'd like is for you to share a little bit about your background and why you wanted to start this business.
So my wife and I, when we were...
Julie. Hi, Julie.
When my wife, Julie, and I were originally from New York, I worked in the garbage industry. And when I moved down here to Florida about 2.5 years ago, we wanted to start our own business, and we wanted to use the knowledge that we had in the garbage industry for a business. And when we saw the situation that was going on with the garbage industry down here
and the
heat and the bugs, and I had, real quick, I had a customer send me a picture before I even started bin cleaning for them, and they had a raccoon coming out of the recycling cart.
Yeah,
right?
Thanks so much.
Yeah. And so they're like, please help me, do whatever you got to do. So that was the fundamental. But we wanted to create a service that, one, was affordable, two, took care of the customers, and provided something that would make the community healthier and cleaner and more welcoming to anybody that's coming, whether you're a visitor or a newcomer or somebody moving here. It's just going to provide a better, cleaner environment for everyone.
And I love that. And you're building a legacy for your beautiful family, and you have 3 boys?
Yes, 3 boys.
And how old are they? And look at the camera and say hello to them.
Hi, Anthony. Hi, William. And hi, Maximus. So Anthony is going to be 9 in August. William's going to be 7 in September. And Maximus is going to be 3 in October. Okay,
so Maximus really can't handle a pressure hose, but I don't know about the other 2. They might be getting to that stage.
They're getting to that point. They're okay. My middle one. He's a big boy already, and he's got a lot of strength to him. So he can make it. For sure.
Very good. Okay, so now I want to talk about the stinky bins, right? So, and I even want to say, like, DIYers. My husband, okay, so a lot of men, like my husband, he was like, I can handle this, but he was using bleach, and the outside just stunk of bleach. It corrodes the plastic. There was bleach all in my house. There was bleach all over his clothing, and it's not good for the lawn. So, this is what I want to say, if you don't mind, to the DIYers. Suck it up. Your time is worth money.
Absolutely.
And this is a really good service, cost effective, and we'll get into that later. But explain, like, what it is that your system does, because you've made some changes.
So let's start with just the fundamentals. You're at your home. Your garbage cans are nasty. They're covered in maggots and bugs and everything else.
Mine were.
The last thing you want to do is go outside on a Saturday morning in the heat and clean your garbage bins. And let alone, where are you going to put all the wastewater? You're going to dump it on the ground. Now it's going into the storm drains. It's not being collected properly. Let's put it that way. And let alone, your kids play in your driveway. Your kids play out in the yard. The last thing you want is harsh chemicals that they're playing in. You know, I have little boys. They love playing in dirt. What
boy
if I'm
doesn't?
dumping the water on the dirt and then they're in it? It's mud pies. And then, you know, with little kids, they put it in their mouths. I had one customer of mine, she specifically signed up for me because it was her son's chore to take out the trash and bring the trash out to the curb. And she wanted to make sure that the bins were maintained and cleaned. So that way, because little boys have a hard time washing their hands. So that being said, we have a system where we come to your house, clean your bins inside and out, collect the wastewater, as you know, Ellen, because
I filmed it.
You filmed it.
Thousands of people watched it.
That's it. And it just allows for us to take care of it in an environmentally safe and friendly way, but also a friendly way for your family, friendly way for your neighborhood, and it also enhances your curb appeal of your house and your community because now you're not you're not seeing nasty bins as you're going down the street. Now I do know that everybody around here is getting new bins and there's a lot of controversy about those things, but that's even more of a reason to sign up for the services because this is all taxpayer funded. So now to save your taxpayer investment, keeping them cleaned and maintained because the bleach destroys the plastic. We use an environmentally friendly cleaner. We are the only bin cleaner that uses solar energy to power our equipment. So we're powered by sunshine. Let's put it that way. Powered by sunshine.
Yay, Cindy's clapping. If we had a studio audience, they would all be clapping. Thank you.
And I did that fundamentally to allow the ability of keeping our prices the same no matter what happened with inflation. Everybody's been dealing with the inflation situation, prices of everything, groceries and everything else going up.
And oil and everything,
and so by me having this solar operated system, it allows me to be quiet. It allows me to be eco-friendly, and it's just, I'm not polluting the air and with not only fumes, but also noise pollution. So if I go into a community, there's actually a few communities that I go into, 6 months out of the year, you can only use electric equipment. So I'm the only bin cleaner that can go into certain communities.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So you know what I want then right now, because people can watch this, right? But there's a lot of people on the podcasts and iHeart Radio that can't get your contact information that's up on the screen. So for all of the HOA people, and we're going to talk about that more in the second half, but for all of these people, how do they get in touch with you?
So you can either find me on all the social media, Instagram, Facebook, at TBR Trash Bin Revival. And then I also have our website, tbrcleaning.com. And you can also call our office number at 772-205-1141. And you can also reach me on my cell phone at 518-929-5655. And that's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Call, text, email. It's tbrevival@gmail.com for our email address, and you reach out to us and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And as I said before, is that at first my husband, he didn't know you, so it wasn't anything personal. He's like, I can handle this. And I was explaining to him why mommy doesn't want him to handle it anymore, right? Especially ruining clothes with bleach and things like that. And you know what? Time is money. And there are some people that are even busier than my husband is. And they're spending their Saturday with a laundry list of chores where you come in and you're in and out, super efficient and easy. So that's what I also wanted to plant the seed.
Yes. So if you're cleaning your bins yourself, you are out there on a Saturday or Sunday, like we already established, and you're spending 15, 20 to a half hour cleaning your bins, trying to get all the nooks and crannies, trying to get it all cleaned out. And most of the time, you're probably just going to say, that's good enough, call it a day. It's never really truly cleaned. And so what we do is we schedule your bin cleanings for the day of garbage and recycling pickup. We show up after the garbage is all taken care of, so the cans are empty. We arrive at the curb, clean your bins inside and out, and it's not just spraying them out with a hose or a pressure washer. It's using an environmentally friendly cleaner, using a high-powered pressure washer, cleaning the outside, scrubbing the outside of the bins, inside of the bins. And then once we're finished, we spray it with a deodorizer, and then we bring your carts back up for you. The average time that we are at a customer's house is about 10, 15 minutes tops. But that's one less thing you have to worry about. And when you come home from your long day of work, your bins are up at the garage or on the side of the garage where they belong, and you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, and every time, now mine happen to stay on the carport, so anytime I open my side door to throw something away, I'm not wincing anymore. And you have different time intervals for service, and it's my husband and I, so we decided let's try the quarterly first, and that seems to work for us. It's two of us, right? We're not, you probably with a ton of kids. You're going to have like three more. I think, right?
I'm going to have a football team when it's all said and done.
And so with that, the more people, the more trash, the more smell and everything else. So it seems to work out beautifully that even when it's time for the next cleaning, my garbage area doesn't stink. It needs to be clean, but it is not like
it's not building up the way it was previously. And for all this is why we provide the different services. We have monthly service, we have bi-monthly service, we have quarterly service and one-time service, but we also just started offering about a couple of months ago a bi-weekly service.
Oh, okay.
So now instead of on a monthly basis, it's now every other week.
Okay.
And I have quite a few customers that have signed up for that service as well, just because either they're in business and they're food truck owners and they're trying to get rid of their waste, or you just got a large family that hosts a lot, so they're just creating a lot of the garbage. And fundamentally, garbage is here to stay. We're always going to deal with it. You're never going to be able to get away from this system. And so by us doing that service and an interval that works for you and your family or business, commercial or residential, we can customize it to fit your needs.
Yep, I love that. And with that, we do have a lot more to talk about, but we do have a break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Hit the zone this Friday and Saturday night at 6:30 and 8:30 for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock tariff-free coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of American-made Telescope, Berlin Gardens, and Pollywood, all with no tariff ever. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a summer sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. Come in now for our summer sale and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
Welcome back to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras. I'm speaking with Paul Klay of Trash Bin Revival. If you have stinky garbage and recycle bins and you haven't talked to Paul, it's your own fault. But today's a good opportunity for you to listen because you're going to learn all about it. Okay, so the first half, we spoke about how efficient you are, environmentally friendly. But what I'd like to know is like, what is the area that you cover? Go in a little bit more about how often you can provide your services.
So again, we have multiple different service options that we can do. Whatever fits your lifestyle and your budget, we can take care of that for you. And if it's and if you have something that's unique, multiple bins, more than 2, we can always work something out to make it fit your needs. And we travel from Port St. Lucie. We schedule our customers on a week-by-week basis. So say the first week of the month, we do Vero Beach customers and Sebastian customers. The second week of the month, we're doing our Port St. Lucie and our Fort Pierce customers. So that way, we're never running from one town to the next. We're staying concentrated in those areas. But that allows us flexibility to work with you and where it fits. But so we go from Port St. Lucie all the way up to Sebastian.
Wow.
And actually, I just had a customer that just signed up for a one-time cleaning that he was actually farther outside of Sebastian. He's farther north. And he's just like, I can't find a bin cleaner. I'm a firefighter. Is there any way you could just come up for a one-time cleaning? And I said, absolutely. I said, I'm already halfway there. I can make a little trip for you, take care of you, because ultimately, if the customer, if that's what the customer wants, I'm more than willing to work around it and make it happen.
Well, very good. And you're already thinking about expanding and cruise down the road.
Yeah, down the road
and,
now.
And I'm glad you mentioned the one-time experience because you had a realtor that was talking to their customer about curb appeal, right? And so we want to make sure our outside of our house looks nice and the, landscaping looks good and of course the inside. But when you get out of the car and you're about to look at a house and the garbage bins look terrible, they smell terrible. So realtors can call you for a one-time cleaning then when the house is on the market.
Yeah, absolutely. So any realtors, any property management companies, anybody that is looking to make a property its most pristine and have excellent curb appeal can easily just call us up and say, hey, listen, we are about to put the house on the market. We have a bunch of showings coming this weekend. We'd like the bins cleaned. Can you come? Yes, absolutely. We can get you taken care of, squared away one time, and make sure that when your potential buyers are in the house, they're not going to be in a stinky situation or even a fly-infested situation. You think about right now, the flies are everywhere. You open up a lid of a nasty garbage bin, and the flies are just coming right out.
And you come in and out of your house, and they're right there, and they're in the house.
Exactly. So you're going into your garage, and next thing you know, in the garage, the flies are just running around like madman everywhere. And and my wife deals with it. We have a little dog, what do you do with the poop bags of the dog? You throw it in the can. And that's what attracts to that? The flies. We have to constantly tell the boys, you got to shut the door quickly. You can't leave it open. So by us, for realtors and for in that regard, we can come in, take care of the bins. So that way, everything, not just the home, it's not just freshly painted. It's not just crisp and clean. It goes all the way to the garbage bins. And you know what? For a potential buyer, they're going to look at that and be like, this realtor didn't miss anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the realtor loves to sometimes give like a gift basket to the new homeowners,
Yep.
and they'll put all different things in it. So can you do a gift certificate for the
absolutely.
new homeowner?
Yeah,
Okay.
We could whatever the realtor would want to do, we could make it happen. So that way the new buyer, as a thank you, can either continue with service, or they say, hey, in 5 months or 6 months or 3 months, I can get it clean at a discounted price.
Well, very good.
Yeah.
And then HOAs, we touched on that before. And I know that they have these meetings and the residents will bring concerns or whatever to them. So you would actually, now, I don't know if I can say this or not, but like with an HOA, would you ever consider like a special price if everybody from an HOA signed up with you?
Oh, absolutely. Because if you're in one community, you're going from house to house. You're not doing a lot of traveling. One of the things that you have to take into consideration when a bin cleaner is doing a service is we're traveling with our vehicles. I mean, with my truck, I'm holding hundreds of gallons of water. The weight of that, plus the equipment, plus the truck itself, it's burning a lot of fuel. So if you can be in a community where you're taking care of a bunch of people, that's more time efficient and it's more efficient for us. So definitely for an HOA, you would get a bulk discount.
So HOAs, give Paul a call. Isn't that great?
Oh, look at that. Making rhymes now on my name. Thanks, Ellen.
Rhymes. I just love doing that. But now that we're in the second half, again, repeat your contact information.
Okay, so you can reach me, Paul Klay, at tbrcleaning.com. That's our website, and there you can sign up for any one of our services. You just fill out our easy client information form. We get you set up. We also, you can find us on social media, Instagram, Nextdoor, Facebook, all those, and you can email us at tbrevival@gmail.com, and also call our office number at 772-205-1141. And if you can't reach me there, there's always my trusty cell phone at 518-929-5655.
Very good. That's wonderful. So now residential, we've talked all about that, but that's not the only thing that you do. Commercial.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gosh, and talk about the raccoons in those big,
so
big
I
dumpster things.
have a few commercial entities that I take care of, from properties that are vacation rentals that have multiple units. They have a lot of garbage bins or dumpsters at their location. They want them to be pristine and clean all the time. That was actually where one of the raccoons were, because they were like, we have people coming in, they're vacationers. The last thing they want to deal with is raccoons jumping out of the garbage can and so on and so forth. So we have those customers. We also take care of condominiums, where we clean their dumpsters inside and out, make sure all the area around their dumpsters pristine and clean. And once that's done, it just allows for a community to not have to deal with the pests that can be attracted to a sitting container inside a gated area.
Yeah, and we are even having more and more interesting lizard species, and some of them are carnivorous. I love the red-headed agamas. Cindy doesn't, so we're going to debate about that. But yeah, that's another thing.
They're pretty, but when they're a nuisance, they're a nuisance.
Yeah, and when you have people that are vacationing in the area and they go to open up a bin to throw something away, and one of those lizards comes leaping lizards.
Leaping
terrible.
Lizards, jumping right into you.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we only have like a couple of minutes. So what I want to do is segue really quick to again say thank you to Libby Weissman and her team, SeniorTransitionNavigator.com, Luxury Homes of the Treasure Coast.com, helping seniors as they are entering their golden years to figure out how to live their best lives. You don't want to miss the opportunity to call Libby for a free consultation, and the number 772-783-2800. Visit her website, SeniorTransitionNavigator.com. You won't be disappointed. Lots of unique, interesting services for you. So segueing back to your services, I think we have like 15, 20 seconds. What would you like to say, your last thing?
The last thing I'd like to say is I just want to say thank you to all the customers that have believed in my service over the last year and a half. We're a newer company, and we just are truly grateful. My wife, my 3 sons, and even the rest of my family, we're truly grateful for the experience and for the just a wonderful time we've had having this company.
Well, wonderful. And with that, my name is Ellen Contreras, host of Treasure Coast Connector. Until next week, I miss you already.